it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel where we talk all about how to glow from the inside out. And today I'm sharing with you my top 5 serums. This was a really hard list to put together, I will be honest with you, because there are a lot of serums out there that I really truly adore. But when it came down to creating just a list of 5, it was so hard. I really tried to focus in on the last year or so, the products that I have used and loved and repurchased and have stayed in my skincare routine for a long period of time. So I'm really focusing in on the very, very current top 5 favorite serums that I have used so far. If you're so ready, give the video a big thumbs up and let's jump into the list. Number 5. By Wishtrend Propolis Energy Calming Ampoule. I've been loving this for so long. I've been loving this since it was called the Polyphenols in Propolis 15% Ampoule. You remember those days back in the 2019 days? Oh yeah, this is definitely, in this list of top 5, this is the product that I've used the most, the longest, and used the most bottles of, most definitely. It's a long time fave. And for me, the reason why I reach for this serum, I reach for this when my skin is breaking out. When I'm getting more pimples, when I'm noticing more inflammation, more redness on my skin, and I want to calm that down and I want to address that acne and get it to heal up and go away. But I do not want to push my sensitive skin too far, because here's the thing, I do have sensitive skin. I'm very sensitive to chemical exfoliants, to retinoids, right? To aggressive ingredients, and generally acne fighting ingredients generally tend to be kind of aggressive on sensitive skin. And I can't just start using salicylic acid or just amp up my, exfoliants or my retinoids. It just doesn't work like that for sensitive skin, right? I will break my skin barrier. So I have to rely on these other ingredients that are really gentle for sensitive skin, that don't exfoliate the skin, but work to bring down the inflammation, that work to heal the wound of the pimple, like if it pops, right? And you need to mend that skin, that are antibacterial, that really just help to, get the healing process going, not necessarily the exfoliation process, right? Or bringing things to a head, but the healing process. And so that is exactly what this does. It never fails to impress me when my skin is breaking out, when I'm getting those angry red, chin volcanoes, right? I put this into my routine and it really does start to bring that swelling down, the size of it down, the redness down, the irritation down, just the look of it. And it works in addition to the other, anti-acne products that I'm using in my routine. It just kind of helps to boost those results without pushing my skin barrier too far. And that's the secret. Now, this product does kind of like lead with propolis in the name. There's 15% of propolis in this product, which is, kind of related to like honey. If you're familiar with the benefits of honey in skincare, it's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, it promotes wound healing. Propolis does all of that, and beautifully too. It's a fantastic ingredient if you do have acne prone skin. And again, not looking for something that is going to be aggressive on your skin. But you know what? There's 59% of another ingredient, which is heart leaf extract, also known as Hutainia cordata extract. Now, when this product first rolled out, like I said, in the 20-teens, right? Nobody knew what Hutainia cordata extract was. Nobody knew what heart leaf extract was. Now, in the 2020s, everybody's talking about heart leaf products, right? It's such an amazing ingredient for bringing inflammation down, for helping to soothe the skin, to hydrate the skin, to reduce redness on the skin. Another great gentle acne fighting ingredient, right? And so there's actually a really good amount of that in this product, and it was way ahead of the curve, you know what I mean? And it really is, in my opinion, like it's what's responsible for helping to soothe the acne. And then the propolis, though, just gives it that extra edge. Together, they are stronger together. And so it's just a really, really lovely formula. It's got this medium gel texture. It's not super heavy. Some propolis products can kind of get overload moisture, kind of, be kind of thick on the skin. This is not. This is a lot lighter than a lot of propolis products out there. Nice gel texture, sinks in the skin really nicely. Just a kiss of moisture at the top, but it doesn't make your skin shiny or greasy. I just recently, just a few weeks ago, I reached for this because I was like noticing a little bit more like, is something gonna really like come up and like come and be really like inflamed and nasty and create like hyperpigmentation on my face? I was like, I don't know. know, but I'm gonna do what I always do, which is reach for this by Wishtrend Propolis Ampoule, and I used it, and then in a couple of days, what looked like I said, it could have come up and be ugly, or it could have gone back down and just like flattened out and been chill, and just flattened out, and it was chill. And I was like, thank you by Wishtrend. Number 4, VT PDRN Essence. Now this is called an essence. I straight up use this like a serum, and it has a more serum like consistency to it. So don't be afraid of the names too much. Sometimes you gotta play on the wild side and mix it up a little bit. So I am including it in the serums video today. Now this is something that I started using like towards the middle of 2024, but it just like never left my skincare routine. And I emptied a bottle, and now I'm starting up on my second bottle, and this is just so good. It's just so amazing at supporting skin health. And you know, my kind of like vision for my skincare journey right now is in an evolving state, because a lot of the things that I used to focus on and worry about, or address in my skincare routine have been addressed so beautifully. I've made such gains with my skin in the last year that I'm really starting to kind of refocus my energy. You know what I mean? It's a little less about breakouts, as I was mentioning earlier. I don't get as many as I used to, or as severely as I used to. And so I'm starting to focus some more energy more onto skin health, skin luminosity. Yes, skin brightness, but I'm not talking about hyperpigmentation and dark marks. I'm talking about lit from within, glowing from within, right? And that really starts more at cellular levels. It starts at the health of your skin. It starts with all the little things that help to feed the health of your skin, that long term make your skin just look healthy and dewy and youthful. You know, we talk about glass skin, right? And I'm always saying, because I know this in practice, you can put wet things on your skin. You can put like oily things and shiny things, you know, on your skin. You can get reflective skin, right? And that is a part of a quality of glass skin. But true glass skin, true glowiness is actually a little bit deeper than just the surface level shine. There is a luminosity, a vitality, a healthiness, right? That you cannot fake. You can't fake it at all. And this serum addresses that, in my personal opinion. So let's break down the ingredients. So this has 10% of ginseng PDRN. And so these two ingredients, PDRN and also ginseng, bring a lot of benefits to the skin, including help with cell regeneration. PDRN specifically is really helping to support the processes in the skin that stimulate collagen production. So it actually helps to support fibroblast production in the skin. Fibroblasts are where the collagen is stimulated in your skin. So it does actually help to contribute to a well-aging journey. And I say contribute, it's not like the most heavy hitting, but it can be very, very beneficial, especially as we're kind of stacking, you know what I mean? We're not just looking for, bright skin, but we're looking for healthy skin. We're not just looking for collagen stimulation, but we're looking for support in that area as well. And so this is a supportive ingredient. It helps to address fine lines, wrinkles, loss of elasticity, skin firmness and plumpness, right? And then combined with the ginseng, ginseng on its own is also renowned for its well-aging abilities and helping with skin elasticity and firmness. But it also helps with the skin glow because it can really bring out that lit from within kind of glow. It helps to reduce redness. It helps to increase skin circulation, which gives us that healthy kind of pink glow to our skin, right? Like, when you work out and you're like, oh, I look so glowy. And yeah, ginseng can kind of help get that going in your skin. It works as an antioxidant, which is very protective for your skin. We throw the word antioxidant around a lot, but it is actually important for protecting your skin from the damage that damages the collagen structure that leads to the fine lines and wrinkles and the aging process on the skin. The texture is thick. That's why I said it's called an essence, but I am straight up using this as a serum, particularly because of this thick, straight cream texture. It's not cream gel. You know what I mean? There's not like a hydrating and a moisturizing element. No, it's just straight cream. It's very moisturizing, very thick, very surprising, right? And you have seen me use this. Like I said, I've been using it for quite a while now. You've seen me in my routines. I will always say, when you use this, make sure your skin is damp. Make sure you have a layer of hydration that still has some wetness, because when you put this on top of really well hydrated skin, it will spread and absorb into your skin so much more elegantly. If your skin is dry, now I'm not saying dry skin type, I'm saying if your skin is dry with no product, it will be really hard to spread across your skin. You're gonna like pull your skin because it's so thick, right? It won't spread as nicely. And I personally feel like it does not absorb as well into the skin if it's not well prepped beforehand with hydration. I feel like it just kind of sits on top. So I will just put that out there. It's not like the easiest texture right off the bat, but if you do the things I just said, you should be fine. As you continue to use this long term, like I was saying, skin health, your skin is firmer, it's plumper, it's the texture is improved. And that's another thing too. Like I'm not talking congestion texture. I'm just talking like just the quality, the outer quality of your skin, when it's smoother, when it's moisturized, when it's plump, light bounces off of it so much more. And you just get so much more of that glass skin effect to your natural skin. You don't have to fake it with shiny stuff when the texture is, the quality of your skin is just so good. You know what I'm saying? So it's so hard to put it into words, but it just like, it really takes your skin to the next level. You got to use it for a long time. You know, I didn't really start to key in on this until about 6 months of use, right? So we're always promising these like short-term results. You got to stick with it. It was like around like, yeah, like 5-6 months that I was like, this is improving the quality of my skin. Yes, my skin looks healthier. Yes, it looks brighter. Yes, I think it feels plumper and firmer and all of that. I think elasticity is, you know, definitely benefiting from using this, but just the improvement in quality, which along with all the other stuff that I've been doing to my skin, makes my skin glow like to the naked eye. Like it just looks so dang good. Number 3, Peach and Lily Copper Peptide Pro Firming Serum. Now this is a copper peptide based serum. They're using 0.2% of copper peptide, which is a really amazing well-aging peptide for stimulating collagen, addressing fine lines, wrinkles. It's great for wound healing as well, and it can also help to address skin tone and texture. And it is really one of the well known peptides out there, especially, you know, for like that well-aging journey. 0.2%, not a ton, but also not an amount to like turn your nose up at either. I think we tend to, marketing really hooks us on these high percentages, but we have to always remind ourselves that peptides work in very low, unimpressive, seemingly unimpressive percentages. And I would especially say in this formula, you know, they lead with the copper peptide. They tell you the percentage of the copper peptide because we recognize that by name. And like I said, it's well known. It has some great benefits to it. There's actually 12 additional peptides working for you in addition to the copper peptide here. And so that's why I said, don't get too hung up about these percentages, because we have a really robust formula here. And that's why I reach for this product. And that's why I've gone through multiple bottles of this product and why I like it so much. It's not, I know it's not just the copper peptide. It's all of the peptides working together. And not only that, I really appreciate these products that have multiple layers to them. You know what I mean? The peptides, I cannot go through all 12 of them. I do have a video that I do though, so I will link that on screen right now for you. But I don't want to make this video like, you know, an hour-long video, but they do use different peptides that address multiple signs of aging and mature skin, truly, at all different types of levels. So we do have even more collagen stimulating peptides in this formula, in addition to the copper peptide. We have peptides that address inflammation on the skin. Now, this might be kind of like with the antioxidants. You're like, yeah, whatever, inflammation. Inflammation can damage your collagen structure. So it actually is important to protect your skin and to bring down inflammation wherever we can, whenever we can, to preserve and maintain and protect the collagen structure. And that is what makes our skin smooth and firm and lifted. And when that gets damaged and broken down, fine lines, wrinkles, loss of elasticity. You with me on this? Okay, it's important. There's also peptides in here that help to brighten the skin, to reduce redness, to reduce puffiness, to address multiple signs of aging on the skin. So it's a really exciting formula, in my personal opinion. There's a lot of benefits to be had, and you get them. You know what I mean? Like I said, I've been reaching for this for so much, and I've gone through a couple bottles now because I do feel like this I do think it helps with firming. I will say I'm going to talk about a couple other products that I think probably do it a little bit better. But I mean, like we're getting to an apples to apples comparison. I do feel like there is a firming benefit with this, but even more so than just firming, it's also, like I said, addressing multiple things on the skin at once. My skin is so much more luminous and healthy when I use this. Now, I will say I've used this way before I used the PDRN serum that I just talked about, right? So it has some similar benefits, quite honestly, to really bring out the health of your skin. Your skin is going to look healthier. It's going to appear brighter. It's going to look like maybe you've been exercising, eating your fruits and vegetables, drinking your 60 plus ounces of water every day, even if you haven't, right? You know those changes you see on your skin when you choose a healthy lifestyle? These peptides give you a lot of those benefits on your skin, plus the firming, plus antioxidant care, plus protective qualities, just so much in one bottle. And what I really like about this too is the texture. It's so watery. It's so lightweight. It just sinks into the skin and it does not like weigh it down. It doesn't bring any like thickness into the skin at all. And so I'm really, really excited to recommend this for like all skin types, you know, because I do talk about a lot of products and I do speak to a lot of people here on my channel. Not everything that I like for my skin is going to work for yours, right? But there are a few products, some unicorn type products out there that have textures that I don't hesitate to recommend for any skin type. This is one of them. Number 2, Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptides. Yeah, I love my peptides, and this is another one that I really enjoy. Now, this is another one that claims firming, and this is one that I think delivers really beautifully. I think Peach and Lily delivers on firming and skin health and skin brightness and so much more, right? And it's a really multifaceted formula, and it's nice for firming for sure. This one from Geek and Gorgeous, it's a little bit more streamlined and focused in the peptide mix that they're using here. But I actually think that it firms the skin better and faster. So Peach and Lily, because I get asked what's the differences, and I know they seem so similar, but in my like experience using these products, Peach and Lily would be the one if you have minimal firming concerns, but you want all the peptides, you want all the well aging, the collagen stimulation, the multiple signs of aging addressed in a peptide formula in one bottle. That's the one I would go for. If you're really a lot more focused, like my skin does not feel firm. I feel like I'm losing elasticity. I feel like my skin is feeling thinner. It's not as plump. It's not as smooth. And I also want collagen stimulation and all that. Like maybe my needs are just a little bit more advanced, you know what I mean, than somebody who just wants preventative, more advanced, right? Peptides. This is the one that you want to look at. So they are using a mix of 4 different peptides here. And what's interesting about this, as I already mentioned, that, you know, peptides do work in low quantities. They are using the clinical percentages of each said peptide. So you're really kind of maximizing the results of each one. So they're using some collagen stimulating peptides. Collagen stimulation will definitely help with skin firmness, Matrixyl 3000, as well as Matrixyl Synth 6. They're also using peptides to support the other things in the skin matrix, not just stimulating collagen, but also helping to support the fibroblasts, as I talked about earlier. That's the site of the collagen stimulation. So that needs help, right? You can say stimulate collagen, but if the site where it is stimulated isn't being supported, probably not going to get very good results, right? So they're also using peptides that help with the fibroblasts, but also helping to support the other good stuff within the skin that keeps it firm, like hyaluronic acid, laminin, fibronectin, and elastin, that all help to support healthy, firmer, plumper, lifted skin. And so they have really kind of thought about it from top to bottom. It's not just about blasting you with a ton of peptides or using the highest percentages possible. They're using the correct percentages possible, right? The clinical amounts, but they're not just like claiming the biggest because they can. They're really looking into each one and which one is going to give the maximum benefits at what percentage. And so I was really blown away with this serum when I first started using it. Within 2-3 weeks, I was like, my skin feels firmer. It feels plumper. And it's not just plump from, oh yeah, I filled my skin with a lot of hydration and I sealed it in with a lot of moisture, and isn't my skin so plump? That's really nice, but that's not necessarily long lasting, right? That's just kind of how your skin feels when you really pamper it, right? But this felt like more at that deeper level where I was like, I can feel my skin has changed. You know what I mean? Like I can feel it under my fingers, but just like in how my skin feels. Texture here, it's a little bit more of like a emulsion type of texture. It does have a hydrating feel to it, but it's also very creamy and moisturizing, kind of medium weight. So probably best appropriate for like my skin type, because that's, I'm the person using it, right? Combo skin. I think dry skin will like this too. If you have balanced skin type, I think you might like this. Oily skin, it could go either way. It might be something that works for you, and it might feel just a little heavy depending on how much moisture your skin can truly tolerate. And if that's the case, go for Peach and Lily for sure. And number one is dun 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 dun. Paula's Choice Retinaldehyde Dual Retinoid Treatment. Oh, yes. Now, I've been talking a lot about how much progress I've made with my skin in the past year, how I've had a glow up, how I've really, taken it to the next level with my goals with skincare, right? And as I also mentioned, it's not just about one product, right? It's about how everything has worked together for me, right? How each product individually addresses my skin concerns, but how everything works together and how I'm able to be consistent with that over a long period of time. 100%, I'm still sticking to that. However, if you asked me to credit one product with the majority of my skin success, it would be this one. So they're using 0.1% of retinaldehyde, which is a well-aging goodie. It exfoliates the skin. It also helps to brighten the skin. It stimulates collagen and keeps the skin a little bit younger, right? And then they're using 0.16% of adapanoid, which is a novel precursor to adapalene, which is another retinoid in the retinoid family, dual retinoid, which is particularly good for addressing acne-prone skin, in addition to collagen stimulation and brightening and all of that, right? And that was the secret sauce for me, right? This really took it to the next level for me because, yes, I want to address the signs of aging on my skin and do as much preventative work as I possibly can, right? Slow or well aging. But I also do suffer with breakouts. And when they do become inflamed, right, I do get hyperpigmentation on my skin. It's this constant cycle because it's just, pimples last for, a short duration on the skin, but hyperpigmentation can last for months, right? And so I was constantly struggling. Like I would get my skin clear from breakouts, but I would have hyperpigmentation and dark marks on my skin. And then those would take a couple of months to fade. And once I'd get to a good place with there, maybe I would get some more breakouts. And so I'd have new hyperpigmentation, old hyperpigmentation, fading, fresh. And I was just never getting that clarity to my skin. Even if I was like getting my pores clear to a certain extent, I was just never getting that hyperpigmentation fully addressed because the cycle would start back up again. And so with this particular product, it's addressing that. The adapanoid is particularly good at bringing down the inflammation. So not only is this helping to clear my skin and to prevent breakouts, when I am getting maybe a clogged pore that is starting to get a little bit bigger, right? The inflammation is being addressed a little bit more acutely with this particular formula. So I just noticed when I do get pimples now, because it still happens, you know what I mean? It does still happen. And they're just not as bad. They're just not as dramatic. They're not as inflamed. And so if we can control the inflammation, right, the hyperpigmentation effect is not going to be as much. And so I've had some pimples that are just really chill and I don't get hyperpigmentation, which is, wow, it used to be a rare thing for me to not have hyperpigmentation. And then the few that I have had that have had like a little bit more inflammation, because sometimes it just happens, right? The hyperpigmentation, it is there, but it's not quite as severe because the inflammation didn't last as long. So the damage wasn't as bad on my skin, right? So that melanin response wasn't as deep or as dark. So just overall, I have been able to reach my skincare goals. You've seen it. My skin is brighter. It's clearer. It's not necessarily because I'm not breaking out anymore. I'm breaking out a lot less for sure. My skin is clearer in that sense, but it's the hyperpigmentation. It's not interfering with my glow anymore. that lit from within type of quality. And that's why I'm seeing all those benefits with those other serums too, because I'm not constantly struggling to brighten the hyperpigmentation. So this has addressed so many of my skincare goals in one bottle. So let me know your favorite serums in the comments below. If you love this video, please hit subscribe if you haven't already, especially if you love K-beauty, deep diving into ingredients. That's what my channel is all about. So turn on notifications so you're never out of the loop. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I love you so, so much. And I really just want to encourage you to keep shining your light. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.